Hey guys, it's Marco with Marco's Home Garage, back with the RAV4 in another video. I made a junkyard run recently and I picked up some quality of life things. Like I got a new seatbelt. My driver's side front seatbelt will not release. I think it's locked, maybe, I don't know if the car was in an accident or what, but I got a new seatbelt for it. It's out of a 99. It should bolt in. Here's our seatbelt. I also got a double cup holder from that same 99, and my back brake light, the clips here are shot, so my cover for it will not stay on. So let's replace it. To remove the front driver's side seatbelt on my 97 Toyota RAV4, first I remove the screws and clips holding the interior trim in place. Taking your time with the trim helps prevent broken clips and damaged plastics. Let's remove the seat. I start by removing the two front mounting bolts, which are 14mm, that secure the seat to the floor. With those out of the way, I fold the seat forward to gain access to the rear mounting points and remove the remaining hardware. Once all the bolts are out, the seat lifts right out of the vehicle. It's a simple job that makes interior repairs, deep cleaning, and seatbelt work much easier, opening up a lot of extra space. With the seat removed, I'm able to take out the last two screws holding in the plastic trim. Then I remove the lower seatbelt anchor bolt. The rear seatbelt mount passes through the interior trim, so it has to come off before the panel can be removed. With all the hardware out of the way, the large plastic interior panel finally comes free, giving me access to the seatbelt mechanism and everything hidden behind the trim. Okay, that is a little dirty. I think a little cleaning is in order. So let's just clean up this inner wheel well here, and then we can replace that seatbelt. I'm going to be doing a full detailing of this vehicle, but just for now, I have to resist the urge to take this whole thing apart and just tidy up a little bit and get the seatbelt changed out. We interrupt this regularly scheduled program for invasion of the puppies. Pups wanted to come out and check out Rippy. Never a wrong time for a family puppy check. Here's a before and after of the inner wheel well. With the trim panel out of the way, it's time to remove the seatbelt assembly. There are three 14mm bolts holding it in place, one on the floor behind the seat, one about halfway up the pillar, and one near the top. There's also a hidden 10mm bolt buried in a tight spot that secures part of the assembly. Once those four fasteners are removed, the entire seatbelt assembly can be removed out of the vehicle. I wanted to focus on this 10mm bolt for a second. It's tucked away in a tight spot and can be easy to miss. You'll likely need a socket, an extension, and a little patience to reach it, but once it comes out, the seatbelt assembly can finally come free. Getting the seatbelt out was the easy part. Putting it back in was a completely different story. The retractor kept fighting me, the mounting points wouldn't line up, and every time I thought I had it positioned correctly, it would shift again. Definitely one of those jobs that test your patience. That 10mm bolt was giving me fits, and the seatbelt just wouldn't line up, and neither would the bolts. For some reason, they were just not bolting in. Tighten down this last one. What the f... Once I finally got all the bolts lined up, I was able to tighten them down, and it was time to test the seatbelt. All right, moment of truth. All right, there you go. Seatbelt is working. Next, we were able to move on to the double cup holder. I just wanted to give it a deep wash in the sink to get any dirt and crud off it. And it came out about as clean as you could hope for a 30-year-old cup holder. To install the double cup holder, first I removed the factory Phillips head screw, then positioned the double cup holder in place. To make future removal easier, I replaced the original screw with a longer 6mm hex head screw. It's a small change, but it gives the RAV4 a much more practical center console setup. It's also what I had on hand in the garage. Let's move on to the back door and clips. I've been collecting these little clips every time I go to the junkyard, and I'm missing 2 for this back door. And there you go. I mean, I don't know if that excites you, but little things like that make me happy. All right, next on the list is this broken clip here. So right now, if I go faster than 10 miles an hour, this thing falls every time, and it's really annoying. It's supposed to secure like that. And the reason it keeps falling, because on this one, this clip is broken. If you notice here, these have 2 clips. And then I can put a clip on the sides there to keep that up. So let's take this off. Oh, first let's release our light. Okay. This side broke, which I don't really care about because we were replacing this. Get our new connections. Snap our new light in there. And I'm happy to say this already has a little LED on it. I believe it's I want to say a T5. But get in there. There we go. All right. Okay, when I was on Amazon a few weeks ago, and I found this retainer clip plus fastener remover kit, and I'm going to try to find 2 clips here that will clip on here and keep this secure going forward. But pretty good value. It was not very expensive at all, and it's got different sort of clips, so I should be able to find a set that'll be compatible. All right, let me show you the kind of clips. Okay, those lock in there, kind of spread. They start out like this, kind of skinny, and then when you press this in, it spreads the clip, and then it keeps it secure. So, there it is. All right, fun little video. Just some little things to improve the RAV as we go. If you like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.